Hey, some news for Wartales come up in the last days. So round about a week ago we got the release announcement. I totally got catch off guard. Today they released a community update. So let us catch both of this and have a short explanation. So the release announcement is 12th of April, so very soon we will get the full game release. And that means we will not get only the game released, we will also get a new region, and yes, it will be Al-Azhar. We will face the Wrath of I, that will be the story, I assume. For sure a level cap increase, new champions arenas, a new ruin and Forsaken village, and some new battle maps. And much more, whatever this means. So although I am looking forward to the release and the new area, let's have a look to the community update, which came out today by surprise. It was not announced. Usually the devs are very open, communicating every bigger update. This one just came out by surprise. So what changed? So the main differences and changes are balancing areas. So for example, the starting of the game is now visually more pleasing. I really like it because it shows also the clear bonuses which will happen if you make either of these choices, and also what kind of team you will get. In addition, they changed the difficulty, which is very important because so far the difficulty in the beginning of the game was very high, and as soon as you had a battle hardened troop, let's say in region 2 or region 3, it got very easy because all of your team members had a bunch of skills and you dominated each of the battles. By these changes now, it should get easy in the beginning and more difficult in the later end of the game. Also, they added now to change the difficulty online in the game. So if you have struggled somewhere, you can change back to an easier mode, or if you had an easy mode and it's too easy, then you can go for a harder mode, which is also really nice. Then there were some balancing areas for in-game features, which are not so important, but overall will come into the full balance change. So very hard to judge all of this, because you need to see the full picture and play the game with the new changes. The economy was also changed. This is, I think, also very important, because in the beginning you struggled so much with money if you didn't know what you're doing. So if you're just starting new the game and had no idea or never played before, it's really tough to get all the money. Now it's easier to get the money, and also the wage payment is more structured, easier to calculate. So it's not coming up to 72 hours in game, it's coming up every 3 rests, so you easily see when you need to pay. And also the payment itself is lower. Then also they added some new units and equipment. So there are some more abilities, features for the fighters of your enemies. Also the leaders and the leader skills were a little bit restructured, and you get now, each faction got now a passive bonus. And as I said, new units for all of the factions, which also brings in new loot, which is really good because it expands your possibilities to make your build. And there were a lot of balancing changes to weapons and also skills. So I assume some of the already, let's say, best in class builds could be nerfed. Some others could be boosted. So let's see how all of this plays out. Overall, I think to make this decision and surprise update mainly is driven by the idea to get, before release, some feedback from the players and the existing community if the balancing is working, and not have a big one-shot update for release. I like that change, although the communication could have been better. But overall, it's a good addition to the game, and for me it could be a reason to play again a little bit before the release. Yeah, also some, I just forgot, also some new legendaries are in for the weekly bounties. So let's see, and let's wait for the big bang release on 12th of April. Thank you and see you soon. Bye bye.